Good day, class. So today we are going to be uh, treating standard or index form, and this is one of the most easiest topic uh, you can lay your hands on. All right. So very fast. I'll start with example one. So the ones I did not solve, just try to lay your hands on them. All of these examples, many of them. So the ones that do not solve, just lay your hands on them. So I'll solve uh, quite a lot of them, which will give you a clue on how to solve others. All right, express 3570000 in standard form. And so, what do you mean by standard form? This is when you have, or index form, when you have something that has to do with raised to power. So this is what a standard form is, like 2.0 times 10 raised to power minus 5, or 0.56 times 10 to the power 10. These are written in standard form. These are standard. Why ordinary form is 0.0006 or 2300058. So these are ordinary forms, while these ones are in standard forms. This is standard form, while these ones ordinary. These are ordinary form. So you just need to know that. All right. So that being said, so question one, it says express this in standard form. So 3, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what is one of the most important things when you are doing standard form is your point. Your point is very important. Your point is very, very important. So in this question, you can likewise as well say 2 is the same as 2.0, right? So you can write 2 or 2.0. You can write 10 is equivalent to 10.0. It's the same thing. So I can write 10. I can write 10.0. I can write 500 or 500.0. It's still the same thing, right? So in standard form or index form, try to always put 0.0 at any numbers that you have given. So right now here, I want to put 0.0 here because the point is what I'm going to be moving. So it is the point that will determine what will form my answer. So for this question, so I'll start picking my points. Then another thing about standard form is that your point must move behind, must stay at the back of the first figure. The first figure. That's where your point should be. So for this question, so my points will move to the back of 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is where my point is coming. So my point is leaving here to come here. So when my point comes here, so it will now be my point has moved here. Then I write 5, 7. So I need not write 0, 0 again. So I just write the figures and I write times 10 raised to power. Then I check how many times is my point moved. So it moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my point moved forward. It moved forward 7 times. Raised to power 7. That's my answer. So my point moved forward 7 times. So the reason why we don't need to put 0 here again is because if I write 10.0 or 10 or 365.0 or I write 3.650, so every 0 after decimal point is actually useless. It's insignificant. So that's why we need not to put that here. So because every 0 after point is really insignificant. especially if it is not within figures. Especially if it is not within figures. Alright, so question 2, express 15. So my answer will be, so 15.0. Then my point is coming behind the first figure. So what is the first figure here? That's 1. So my point is coming here. So then I have 1 point. That's where my point comes 5. I need not to put it 0 again. So times 10 to the power. How many times did my point move? 1. So 1. So that's my answer. Then question 3, express 0.78 times 10 to the power 9. So this is in standard form or index form. So I want to turn it to ordinary form. So then what happens? So remember that this raised to the power 9 means my point is going to move 9 times. That's the meaning. If my point moves forward 7 times and I wrote raised to the power 7 here, it means that my point here will also move 9 times. But the question is, where is my point moving? My point moving forward is towards the positive side, or is moving towards the not really negative, or is it moving backward, or is moving towards the positive? Because if it is moving forward, it's moving towards a positive number. But if it's moving backward, it's moving towards the decimal number. So anytime that my index number is positive, then my point is moving backward toward the decimal number. Anytime your index number is positive 9, then your index number is moving backward. So it means that for this, I'm going to have 0.78, and my index number will move 9 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my point will come here. So when my point comes here, what do I have left? I have 0.78, right? But the 0.10, 0.2 is the same thing as 10. 0.2 is the same thing as 2. So this 0.2 is insignificant, is useless. So I don't have to add it. So, but what is most important is my point moved 9 times backward. So I write 7.8. Then I count how many spaces that are here when my point moves. So I have 7.8, 1, 2. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then my point. Then I put 0. So that's my answer. That's my answer. All right. So let's move to question 4. So you are asked to express the following in standard form. So let me pick question D. Then before D, 4D. So to standard form 0.0621 to standard form. Remember I told you that your point will move to where? Behind the first figure. So my point will move 1, 2. So that will be 6. Remember, so if my point move, I'm meant to have 0.0621. But this is insignificant, like I explained the other time. So this is 6.21 times 10 raised to the power. So how many times needs my point move? 2 times. Now remember what I told you. When my point, so in this case, I have, because my point is moving backward here, so I have raised to the power minus 2. I raised to the power minus 2. So do not get confused. When it is in index form, and I'm multiplying it my point moves, when it's moved backward, then I add zeros to it. But when it is in decimal form, when it's moved backward, it returns to reciprocal minus. So that's my final answer. Let me try question A, question. Okay, H. For H. So 107, 0, 0. So 0.0. So my point will come towards behind. So it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1.07 times 10 to the power what? Because it's moving 5. Yeah. So 5. I want to try 5. So 5C. 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 So that's 5.8 times 10 to the power minus 1. So where is my point moving towards? Remember, when my point is negative, it's moving where? Backward. When my point is what? When my index number is positive, it's moving backward. But when it is negative, it's moving forward. So it's going to move. So I have 0.58. So that's 0.58. That's my answer. So 5E. 5E. 18 points. So let me try that again. 5E. So we are getting these in ordinary number. You have to get this in express this in ordinary number. 5E at 18.92 times 10 to the power minus 7. And I have 18.92. So when my index number is negative, then it's moving forward. It's moving forward. So it's moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll count how many zeros we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 8, 9, 2, 0. That's my answer. I repeat that again. Every time my decimal point, my index number is negative, then the point is moving forward, is moving to the positive number, towards the positive number. But anytime my index number, for the question, anytime my index number is positive, like 9, is moving backward. So that is for when the question is in index form. When the question is in ordinary form, and the question is in ordinary form like this. So when it's in ordinary form and I move backward, my raised to power will be in negative form. When I move backward, my index form will be in negative form. But when I move forward, my index number will be positive. I take that again. When the question is in index form, like this, and my index number is positive, I am moving backward towards the decimal number. I'm moving backward. But when my index number, when the index number is negative, like this, for example, also like this, I'm moving forward. As you can see here, let me do that again. 18 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I move. So you count the numbers of 0 that will be within this space. If that's before the point. After the point, yeah. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have 1, 8. 1, 8. Remember, I've removed the point, so I don't need to put point there. I write all the remaining figure 9, 2. That's my answer. So every time the index number is negative, then my point is moving towards the positive side, and that's why it's moving forward. Well, that is for index number. And when my question is in ordinary number, when the question is in ordinary number like this, my index number, when it's moving to the negative side, when it's moving to the decimal side, my index number will also be negative. But when it is moving towards the positive side, like this example, then my index number will be positive. So try lay your hands on all the other examples. Thank you.